So you want to check out this image tagging feature in SharePoint Premium, but you don't know how to get it started. Well, let's walk through the whole process so you can see how simple it is, how fast it is for you to start using this thing and trying it out, because it's actually pretty cool. And it's one of the simplest features that you can turn on and use with SharePoint Premium. I'm really excited about this, so let's just jump straight into it. Let's switch to the desktop and get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you'll need to be in the M365 Admin Center. From here, you're going to go to the Setup button. If you don't see that, just click on Show All, and then you'll see Setup here. What you're going to do on this screen is you're going to scroll down until you see Use Content AI with Microsoft Syntax. Now, by the time you're seeing this and trying this out, it may already be rebranded to SharePoint Premium or Use Content AI with SharePoint Premium, something along those lines. I know they're going to rebrand this because Microsoft Syntax is the old name, well, one of the old names. But anyway, you're going to click on this right here. And the first thing you're going to want to do, if you haven't done anything at all with Syntax / SharePoint Premium, is you're going to have to set up your billing. You'll have to go in here and pick your Azure subscription, your resource group, and the region, because all of these features are billed through Azure billing and not through M365 billing. And that's because you're using consumption-based billing with these products. So the more you use these things, the more you're going to incur a cost that particular month. So just bear that in mind. But once you've got your billing set up, you'll see this Manage Microsoft Syntax button light up, or might be Manage SharePoint Premium by the time you get here. But you'll click on this and you'll see all of the different features available through this. There may be more as additional features are rolled out for SharePoint Premium. But what you need to do is click on image tagging here and click on edit, and you'll be able to change how this is running, if it's running at all, actually. So right now I've only got two options. It's running on no sites, which means it's off, or it is running in all sites, or it's available, I should say, in all sites. This might be a bug or something like that, because most of these other features have the ability to turn it on in particular sites. So you don't have to turn it on everywhere. I think that's going to come to this particular product as well. If it's not already there by the time you see this, I think it's on its way, because it shouldn't be an all or nothing thing. But for right now, I'm just going to be trying this out. So I'm just going to make sure it's set to libraries on all SharePoint sites. And once you do that, click the Save button down here if you need to. That's going to be it. This feature is going to be turned on and ready to use. So let's configure a library for image tagging and see how it works. Let's jump over to SharePoint. I'm on the Contoso sales site right now, and I'm just going to create a new document library. We'll just call this images. And let's create. And once we're in here, what we need to do to actually enable image tagging, because it's available to us now, we have turned it on, but it's not enabled for this particular library. So we're going to go to the little ellipsis button here. We go to Automate and then Configure Image Tagger. So we click on this and we hit with one simple question. Do you want to enable image tagging on this library? Yes, we do. And it'll add a new column here called image tags. I'll just move this over so it's easier to see. So what image tags is going to do is it's going to hold all of the tags that apply to a particular image. And you'll see how this works. It has multiple values, so you'll be able to get a lot of different metadata tags based on what you've uploaded. Let's just drop some. Let me drop some files in here, and let's see how this works. I've got a bunch of different files. Most of them all involve a bicycle. All right, our files are in here. All we have to do now is just wait a little bit. Once you turn this on initially, there may be some delay before it actually starts to tag. I don't know exactly how long that delay is, but I did notice there's a delay after I initially turned it on before it would actually start to tag those images. But it's been on overnight anyway. So what we're going to do now is just give it a maybe a minute or so, and we'll see a whole bunch of tags get applied to these images. Now, if you open some of these up, you'll just see that there are different pictures of a bicycle, and some have people in them, some don't. Up in here's all the tags. So let's look down through here. It's actually really, really clever with how it is able to do object detection in these pictures and see all of these different things. Like this has brick as one of these tags. If we open that image up, we'll see that there's a bicycle up against a brick wall. So very clever. Look at the amount of tags for each of these images. There's a lot here. And what you can do at this point is you can start filtering based on some of these things. If you want to see things that have maybe a forest as part of that particular image, there's only one of these. Let's just check it out and see, look, it's a bicycle with a backdrop of a forest. So there's a lot of uses for this. I could see use cases with marketing or other groups that have a lot of images and they want to be able to quickly sort through these things, and they don't want to have to manually put in all the metadata fields because everyone hates putting in metadata fields. They hate setting metadata on things. It's just, it takes time. And one of the really nice things about SharePoint Premium is it has got a lot of these features like this to automate the metadata population. So it improves accuracy and it frees up time so that people can do more important things instead of tagging files in SharePoint. So very cool stuff. And you may be wondering, where does this data get saved to? Well, it is actually, if we edit this field, it's a managed metadata field that gets created and it's set to an auto tags term set. So this is something you're not really able to access. At least I couldn't tell that you could access this. It's not a normal term set in the term store, but it's in there somewhere. We know it is. But you do have some additional options in here. Here's actually the field that was enabled to enable the image tagging. And you have some options here about allowing users to add in additional values. So you can add more metadata to this once the tagging is done. But generally, I see people turning this on and that's it. Set it and forget it. It's just going to be turned on. You can drop files in there and SharePoint Premium takes care of the rest. So what do you think of this? I think it's really cool. I think it's incredibly simple to enable and configure this thing when you're ready to start using it. Let me know down in the comments below what you think, and if you think that there's some use cases in your organization that would call for something like this. I'm going to keep covering all these different SharePoint Premium products because frankly, no one's really talking about this really. A lot of people don't even know that it's there. I think it's really valuable to know about these things and use them when called upon. These are all or mostly all AI-based features. So while Copilot is getting a lot of hype and stuff right now, there's a lot of use cases where people are going to find out Copilot is not really strong in. It's not designed for certain things. And that's where you have something like SharePoint Premium. That is there for those particular use cases, or for a lot of them anyway. So I'm going to keep covering these features. If you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel and like this video, and I'll see you on the next one.